Welcome back, everybody. Today we're in Philadelphia again. I just came back from a month-long vacation in Dubai and Turkey, and I'm finally back, ready to grind and ready to work. And as you can see behind me, there's 3 brand new construction buildings that are currently live and being built. My team is here furnishing units and making sure we get everything done as fast as possible. I have a total of 90 units between the 3 buildings. Building 1 has 30 units, Building 2 has 30 units, and Building 3 has 30 units. Now originally the plan was for me to take one entire building, but the developer's lender did not allow it because he said the risk profile was way too high. So what we negotiated was I'll take 2 entire floors in every single building. That'll give me about a total of 90 units over the 3 buildings. So currently building behind me right now, Building 1 is almost being done. It's about 2 weeks away. We already started furnishing, we already started building furniture, painting walls. We have pretty much got the entire process started. That way, when this building is finally done in about 2 weeks, we are also ready and live to go at the exact same time. The building right next door still needs about 4 to 6 weeks before we can actually move in. So every 30 to 60 days, each of these buildings are basically going to be done, and we'll be building our furniture right alongside them. So let's go ahead and take a tour of the units, take a tour of the furniture, and show you the progress as my team gets ready for the upcoming high season. So a big problem we had originally in this building is that there's no elevator, at least for the first 2-3 weeks. So a lot of my guys had to take all the packages from Wayfair, Amazon, IKEA, and bring them up the stairs, which is very, very annoying and tedious. So on each floor, we have about 14 units. And then we have 2 entire floors, and they're all stacked. That means 202 is going to have the same floor plan as a 302, with the majority of furniture being almost the exact same, and made the process very, very easy for my team to go and furnish every single unit. Because the majority of the furniture is going to be the same, the speed to actually build that furniture goes by very fast. So on every single door, as you guys know, we always have the smart locks. Then on top of that, we're going to have Ring cameras at the top of every single door frame, and inside, noise sensors. This is standard in almost every apartment now. So here's the first unit. Let's take a look. So as you can see with all the furniture around you, majority of the furniture has been built. We're at about 60% done. We're still waiting for a lot of the sofas to come in, a lot of the bed frames, and of course, mounting the TVs. That comes very, very last. This is a strategy that I've used to furnish big projects like this and make sure everything gets done efficiently, organized, and people are not wasting time, and they're not confused as to where things go, where things are being placed, and the setup and staging process is very easy. So how I had this done is that we had 3D renders created for every single apartment showing exactly what it's going to look like before we actually get in there. That way my furniture builders, the stagers, the movers, the labor people, they know exactly which apartment has which items, where it's going to go, where it needs to be placed, exact colors, every single thing that you can possibly think of. The 3D renders have it completely finished and done. This way, you're not wasting time. You have multiple different floor plans. You're not guessing. You're not putting things where they're not supposed to be, mounting things where they're not supposed to be, and making sure everything is done as fast as possible. When you do have different floor plans and you have different furniture, that way the furniture builders and designers can look at it and know exactly which walls to paint, which walls to not paint, and make sure the correct furniture is being displayed in every single apartment where it needs to go. 3D renderings is huge for your business, especially when you're furnishing 20, 30, 40 unit properties. It makes the process so much easier, so much smoother. That way no one's confused and everything's being done as fast as possible. Now this is a 2-bedroom unit. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm really designing these 2-bedroom apartments. And remember, this is a luxury building with luxury finishes. So I can't be buying cheap IKEA furniture that's, not going to look good. I have to get nice, expensive furniture. So currently right now, what you see is what we currently have. So we're still waiting on a few things to come in, but this is generally the layout of how things are going to be looking. Remember, every single unit has to have a sofa bed. When you have a sofa bed, you can sleep an additional 2 people, that's an additional bed, and you're going to make more money. Then on top of that, we're going to have wall panels, we're going to have LED lighting, we're going to have a really nice TV stand. And these units are going to be really, really high end. So I spent a total, on average, about $5,500 just in furniture per unit. That's a mix between studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms. And in the 2 bedrooms, I have almost 2 beds in one of the bedrooms, and then some of the units I have just 1 bed. So if you could fit it, we'll go ahead and put it. And as you guys know, a lot of my furniture is generally the same, but for this building specifically, I had my interior designer start from scratch. Pick cheaper furniture, but it's also good quality furniture at the same time. Brand new layouts, brand new designs, brand new aesthetics. So to give you some more information and some background and context about this deal, it's a total of 90 apartments between 3 buildings. I've been working on this deal for almost, I'd say, 4 months now, negotiating back and forth with the developers and figuring out how I can gain leverage, position myself in the best way possible. So my biggest thing was starting these leases near the very, very end of slow season. The last thing you want to do is start 30 units in December, and then you have to basically weather the storm for January, February, and a little bit of March. Now, because we're almost at the end of February, by the time we go live, it's already March and into April, my highest season of the entire year. So make sure no matter what you do, when you're starting your units, you're starting them very strategically, because the last thing you want to do is just start units and you have losses for the next 3-4 months in a row. The worst time really to start units is that December, November time period. But if you have concessions, like I do, I have almost 2 months free, then it's not a big deal, because let's say you do start in December, but you have all of January, February for free. Now you have no rent to pay, you're making money, paying back your furniture, and you're starting to pay rent right at the beginning of high season. So the total that I paid for just this first batch of 28 is $150,000 just in furniture. That does not count labor. Labor, I'm having 5 or 6 guys come every single day, and I'm spending about almost $1,000 per day, just labor alone. I'm paying around $20 per hour. So it does add up. Hopefully my goal is to get done within the next 2 weeks, and that should pretty much put this entire project in this first building to a wrap. So my total rent between these 90 units is about $170,000 per month. On Airbnb, I should make at least $350,000 per month. That's almost $3.8 million per year in revenue on Airbnb. Because my housekeeping costs are a lot lower than my competitors, I should be making at least 30% in net profit margin on that $3.8 million. That's just a little over $1 million in pure net profit on an entire 90 unit deal. That's only costing me $450,000 up front for all the furniture and labor. But remember, I have almost 2 months in rent for free. That means I'll get more than half that back within the first 60 days. And to pay the rest off, it might take an additional 2-3 months. And then after that though, we have $1 million a year in net profit, fully automated, passive cash flow machine. That's pretty much it for today, guys. We're gonna be coming back in a few weeks and showing you the final product once we're finally done, and doing a full walkthrough of what the units actually look like, the actual revenues, show you the calendars, and show you the progress of what it's like to furnish 100 units in one central location. I just flew back from Ohio. My team furnished 25 units, where we have 15 more starting. We're doing 90 right now. That should put me at around 450, maybe 500 over the next 30, 60 days. And finally, starting April, I'll probably do 1.5 million, 1.6 million in revenue and take home at the very least $500,000 in pure net profit. As we go into high season, that number is only gonna get bigger. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the content. And as always, subscribe, comment, and like. Follow for more Airbnb arbitrage content.